Continues daily until the complete revelation of Mashiach ben David, Messiah, the son of David. We are holding on Daf 87b, Pei Zayin and Beis of Chullin, Tractate Chullin. We finished the Mishnah, which started on 87a, and now we are holding by the Gemara close to the top of 87b. We're starting the Talmud with the words Tanan Hasam. Tanan Hasam, Dam Shisar V'Mayim, Im Yeshua Maris Dam Kosher, Nisar V'Yayin, Roi Noisa Ki'ilu V'Mayim, Nisar V'Dam V'Hemoy V'Dam Chayo, Roi Noisa Ki'ilu V'Mayim. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, Ein Dam Mevatel Dam. The Gemara says that we learned in the Mishnah there in Zavachim 77b, in the case of blood of an offering fit for sacrifice that was mixed with water, if the mixture has the appearance of blood, it is fit for sprinkling on the altar, even though the majority of the mixture is water. If the blood was mixed with red wine, one views the wine as though it is water, if that amount of water would leave the mixture with the appearance of blood, it is fit for presentation. And likewise, if the blood was mixed with the blood of a non-sacred domesticated animal, or the blood of a non-sacred undomesticated animal, one considers the non-sacred blood as though it is water. Rabbi Yehuda says blood is not nullified blood. Therefore, the priest presents the blood of the mixture on the altar. The Mishnah teaches that in a case where water became mixed with the blood of an offering, if the mixture has appearance in blood, it is fit despite the fact that there is more water than blood. Concerning this, Rabbi Yehoshua says, Rabbi Yochanan says, they taught this halacha only in a case where the water fell into the blood. But in a case where the blood fell into the water, the first drop of blood and then the next first drop of blood are nullified in the water. Meaning, each drop is nullified in turn. Consequently, the mixture is unfit for presentation, regardless of whether it has the appearance of blood. Rav Papa said, but with regard to the mitzvah of covering the blood of birds, or in the case that are undomesticated animals that are slaughtered, it is not so. In this case, even the blood fell into water, the mitzvah of covering applies to it, provided the mixture has the appearance of the blood. The blood is not nullified by the water, because there is no permanent rejection with regard to mitzvot, other than those that relate to sacrificial rites. Therefore, its nullification was merely temporary. But once there is enough blood in the water, it reassumes its status of blood. Amar Rabbi Yehuda, Amar Shmuel, Kol Mare ad mumis, mechaprin, machshirin, mechayim, mechisui, maike mashmalan, mechaprin, tanina, chayavin, mechisui, tanina. With regard to mixtures of blood and water, Yehuda says that Shmuel says all mixtures of blood and water that maintain a reddish hue are considered blood and affect atonement by being presented on the altar and render food susceptible to contracting ritual impurity, and are included in the obligation of covering the blood, provided that the blood is from the slaughter of an undomesticated animal or bird. The Gemara asks, what is Rabbi Yehuda teaching us? If he is teaching us that such mixtures affect atonement, we already learned this from the Mishnah and Tractate Zevachim. And if he is teaching us that such mixtures are included in the obligation of covering the blood, we already learned this in the Mishnah here. Machshirin strichole, machshirin nami, ida machshori machshiri, mayachshori machshiri, lo itricha, shitim do, bimei geshomi. Rather, it was necessary for Yehuda to teach that such mixtures render food susceptible to contracting ritual impurity, and this was not taught in the Mishnah. The Gemara challenges, it is also unnecessary to teach that such mixtures render food susceptible to contracting ritual impurity. If the mixture has the status of blood, it renders food susceptible, as does blood. And if the mixture has the status of water, it renders food susceptible, as does water. The Gemara responds, no! This statement is necessary in a case where the blood was mixed with rainwater, which does not render food susceptible without the intent or desire of the owner of the food. In the mixture, if the mixture is considered blood, it renders food susceptible. The Gemara challenges with regard to rainwater as well. Since one took it and placed it into a vessel containing blood, he has ascribed significance to the rainwater, and it should be capable of rendering food susceptible. The Gemara responds, no, this statement is necessary in a case where the rainwater was mixed with the blood itself, meaning it was not gathered and poured purposefully. Rabbi Asi min Harbil. Naharbil. Interesting, Naharbil. Rabbi Asi min Harbil Omer Betzilalta Didma. Rabbi Yirmiyah Bedifti Omer Anush Kares Uhudiga Gezayis Masnisa Tono Metamim Be'ohel V'hud Ika Raviz. Rabbi Asi from Naharbil says the statement of Rabbi Yehuda is referring to blood plasma, meaning if the plasma has a reddish hue due to the blood, it has the status of blood and can render food susceptible to contracting ritual impurity. Rabbi Yirmiyah Bedifti said consumption of this plasma is punishable by kared, as is the halacha with regard to one who consumes blood. See Leviticus 17:14. Provided that there is at least an olive bulk of actual blood. It was taught in the Braita blood plasma that issues from a corpse that has a reddish hue imparts ritual impurity and intent. Provided that there is at least a quarter log of actual blood, which is the amount of a corpse's blood that imparts ritual impurity. שבוי מתאמין באוהל ומשקי המייס תהוירין ורמינו משקי תבוליוים משקי יויצין ממנו ומשקי שנגע בהן. We learned in the Braita elsewhere to Sefta Ohalot 4:5. All liquids that issue from a corpse, for example, teardrops or breast milk. Breast milk? Oh yeah, I guess it was a young woman. Are ritually pure except for its blood, and all liquids that issue forth from a corpse that contain a reddish hue of blood impart ritual impurity and intent. The Gemara asks, but are liquids that issue from a corpse ritually pure? Are they? And raise a contradiction from a Mishnah to Vul Yom 2:1. It says, with regard to liquids that issue from one who immerses that day, liquids that issue from him have the same status as liquids that he touches. Alright, we'll stop here and continue. Here's Hashem next time.